Paying the price for the protests. A former NFL star player opens up about how the protests and kneeling during the national anthem during football games led to a deep depression.
He makes his reveal during this week's episode of Kandid with Kendis. Take a look.
For years, former NFL star wide receiver Kenny Stills, who, along with Colin Kaepernick, was one of the faces in the fight for racial justice, often seen kneeling during the national anthem, the 33-year-old now revealing those protests came at a cost.
It seemed like everywhere that I went, they were trying to figure out a way to keep me off the field. And when you're not on the field, then you don't have statistics, and you don't have touchdowns, and you don't have the yards, and then it's like, oh, this guy's not good anymore. So now, we no longer need him.
Hello, everybody. First, I want to say thank you for all the love and support for my new book.
Kenny out with an autobiography that plays on his last name called Still Growing, Still Learning, Still Me, chronicling the impact the protests had on his career and mental health. It cost him playtime and sponsorship deals. Referees targeted him repeatedly with bad calls. Owners and fellow players begged him to stop the protests. His mental health spiraling into a deep depression.
Yeah, the weight of the world, finding out that there is, people that still think the way that they did about black and brown people, combined with, some of the things that I saw as a child and then the things that I was doing in my relationship, I felt like, it was time for me to get help.
Yeah. Suicide ideation or?
No, I never thought about taking my life, but I always had this kind of why me type of attitude.
Stills, who is half black, half Mexican, says he wasn't aware of any actual racist actions against him in the NFL, but there were people and incidents that gave him pause, including some dealings with his former boss, Miami Dolphins owner Stephen Ross.
I think that people have racist tendencies. I don't think that he thinks that he's racist, but there's things that happen in our subconscious, right? Like it's that story of people walking down the street and you see somebody of color and you clutch your purse. Like, yeah, okay, does that make you a racist? I don't know. You just feel like you've had bad experiences with people of color, whatever that may be.
He's an outspoken advocate of LGBTQ issues and enjoys wearing occasionally women's clothing, wigs, and colorful nail paintings, but says those were never cause for criticism in the locker room.
Did a lot of people question your sexuality?
Yes, 100%. And
did
still
you?
Do. No, I actually, I experimented as a child and knew that, where I was.
Same sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a really young kid, and that was enough for me to figure out, okay, I know what I like and what I want. And so it's never been a question for me.
Stills retired from the NFL but remains a consultant with the league. He says despite the negative career impact from those protests, he's happy with the decisions he made.
Oh my gosh, Kendis is joining us now. Always great to see you.
Great to see you.
What a revealing.
It really is. So Kenny is doing better right now. He went on a journey after that experience to try to help his mental health. And he went on a psychedelic journey as a result of that. Did some MDMA, ayahuasca and such. And he writes about all of it in the book and how he's been able to come back from those deep depths that he was in. When he was protesting back there in 2016 and such. But it really just does show the cost and the price of these protests. And
I would say the repercussions of it all. And not just what the outside world is doing, but what the outside world is doing to your inside.
Absolutely. And he said, and he writes about it in his book, he said he would do it again.
That's wonderful.
He just wanted people to learn about this and stand up for what's important by kneeling down.
Standing up by kneeling down, very powerful platform if you work for the NFL. Used for
true.
the forces of good is a wonderful thing.
Did you,
either way, mental health
about
costs.
the psychedelics, did you guys trade tips?
Oh, we bonded, We were like, oh my God, did you meet your soul? Yeah, I met my soul. What was your soul like? Oh, it was awesome.
It's an interesting conversation to have with somebody about that.
About psychedelics?
Because
Because you all have a different experience when you do it.
Right.
It's all what your body thinks it needs.
Right.
And so Kenny had his own experience. Even if we had done the same thing at the same time, the same amount, and we're identical twins, we would have come out of that with a different experience. It's what he needed, and it's what
you call it a trip, or you call it an experience?
Yeah.
You call it a trip? I go, what do you say?
It depends on how it is.
My parents called it a trip.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going on a trip.
Oh.
We're going on a trip.
Back in the 70s.
All right. Is that how you were conceived?
Yep.
Well,
okay.
pretty much.
Bathroom of Studio 54.
That's right.
Dios mío, Ken.
Trips, journeys, experience, therapeutic.
Right.
Excellent.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kendis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
You can watch the full episode of Kandid with Kendis featuring Kenny Stills Today on the Pix 11 Plus app and on the Pix 11 YouTube page.